What's up, guys? This is Kenny from Channel Living Dead, and I'm here with a special guest, my buddy, musician, amateur filmmaker, all around good guy, coming all the way from Denmark,
I'm a
my friend
painist.
Ditlev Buster. Huh?
I'm a painist also.
Also a painist, a Danish painist.
Yeah.
Uh, well, how you doing, man? You doing all right today?
If I'm getting high today, I'm doing all right.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Uh, all right, man. We're trying to, introduce some more folks to you. I've been a fan for a while, and so have a few of our mutual people. But why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Well, I do music and I do stupid home movies. And who am I? That's a great question. Like, who in this world? Who am I?
Right.
Yeah. That's really deep, man.
Let's see. How did you get started with your whole thing? Like, what made you
Well, the
crank up?
thing was, I was taught a bit of piano by my friend who took piano classes when I was really little. I didn't take piano classes because I'm too stupid and I didn't have the concentration. But he taught me a few chords, and then I didn't play anything for a really long time because there was no one to play with, and it just sucked living in a small town where no one was interested in music. It was all just soccer. That's soccer over here. You play football, but it's soccer over here. Even though it
Right.
sucks, everyone loves it.
Yeah, same here. I mean, not everybody, but yeah, it's gotten more popular here too.
Yeah, it's a
Uh,
girl sport though, but
good.
but but
That's all.
but it's the national sport over here, and everyone liked that, and they didn't like music. Then a long time went by, and I met some friends who liked punk music, and then I started thinking, well, I can sort of do punk music. It doesn't sound that hard, and I started doing that with a few bands, and then I kind of moved away from that and discovered all kinds of other cool music, and now I just do whatever I feel like.
Right. There's absolutely like nobody to compare you to, man. The stuff you do is like it's not everybody can get it, you know what I mean? But the
No,
people
no
that do,
one, not
like love it.
everybody.
It's
No,
great.
not at
Yeah, it's
all.
definitely not for everybody, but the people that get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I started up my own label too, actually. Because
Right. How
no,
many
what?
my bad. How many albums have you put out, would you say? Like counting everything you've done?
Well, on my own label, I'm up to number 33 next time.
Wow. Yeah, so you've made a lot of that's awesome, man. Let's see. I actually met you, kind of discovered who you were through our friend Bunula TV. How did you, link up with him and start doing stuff with him?
I don't. How did it start? I think I saw him somewhere, and I said, no. This he had a competition to win a VHS tape if you were his 100 or 200 subscriber. I don't remember which one it was. But I told him I don't want to be in the contest, but I'll subscribe because my VHS is a PAL format, so I wouldn't be able to watch it anyway. And then I subscribed to him, and then I discovered his stuff was really cool and funny. So I sent him an album I made and said, if you ever want to do something with it, then do it. And then he did the Bunula music television around that, so that was really fun.
Yeah, I love all the Ditliff episodes of Bunula. I mean, I love all his stuff, I mean,
Yeah, he's a great
uh,
guy, like funny as fuck. So
he's another creator though that you have to get it to get it, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I can see why some people don't understand, but I mean, like, this is
Like
brilliant for real.
did you see his old show Pussy High?
No, I've not seen that.
It's on YouTube too. I heard somewhere that Troma tried to get him to make a DVD with them or something, but he declined.
Oh, wow, okay, I didn't know that.
That's what I heard. It might not be true, but
He's told me a little bit about trauma, but I don't really want to, like put all his details out there,
no,
Uh,
I don't either. But like the to everyone listening, I'm not sure of this. This is just something someone told me.
right.
So
Yeah, yeah, it ain't no big deal. Who would you say that your main audience is?
I mean, audience, like weird sick
It's just
fucks.
like, yeah, like where they live and what kind of people, you know what I mean? Like, who do you?
Actually, they're mostly American these days, which is why I'm recording some songs in English, because it makes no sense to have all these Danish songs, really.
Right.
Though I'm much better at writing in Danish, but I can write something funny and stupid in English very easily also.
I
So
think it's funnier that English isn't your first language
yeah,
and a lot of your music is in English, so it's got a whole different like feel to it. You know what I mean? Like I think it
exactly.
makes it.
Have you ever heard of the band over here called Gasoline?
No, I haven't.
They're like our Beatles. They're like huge over here, but they did a few records in English and tried to tour in America and such. And everyone who showed up at the shows was sailors from Denmark who happened to be in town. And their English albums are so stupid like this that translated their original songs, which never works. And it's really bad school English, and they're
Oh
funny.
man. All right. Tell the folks how you got involved with Frank, myself, and mutantfam.com.
Well, that was through Bonula, because I did the stream with Bonula that you saw, and then I don't. Maybe you remember actually, because I
Yeah,
don't.
we just kind of became friends. I hit you up because I enjoyed your
Yeah, and then you said like, let's join this mutant family and such. That's pretty much it.
and you quickly became one of the like core people involved in it.
Oh, I don't want to say that, but
I
maybe.
said it for you. Trust me, we all think highly of you. I mean, we consider you one of us.
Thank you. And Joe Bob Briggs is the hero of everything.
That's awesome. Yes, exactly.
I can. It's really hard to get to see his shows over here. Maybe someone has a dubbed VHS from America or something, but the most I saw of him was actually on YouTube.
Right. I was gonna actually ask how you watched it, man. That's
Yeah,
cool.
like, I sometimes you can get like a shady file from someone or something, but most of the time it was just someone who taped it for you and transferred it to PAL. I don't know how they did that, but like.
You could probably, I know you can watch his old Monster Vision stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, and God stuff. That was funny. With the where he made fun of Robert Tilton and all that. I love that show.
Yeah, I love everything he's ever done, for real, man. We owe a whole lot of credit to Darcy, Diane Prince from so
the male girl.
Right, she's been awesome. Can you let us in on some of Ditlev's future plans? What you think you might be doing here?
Well, now I'm trying to I'm making a new cassette tape actually under the moniker Danish Painist.
Yes.
And then I'm going to release all those English songs like Greg is an Asshole and Dharma and Greg and
tell them about an asshole. That's one of my favorites, man. How'd that come about?
Well, I asked my Americans on Twitter. What is it called? Twitter? I don't know.
Twitter, yeah.
Twitter. That's how you say it. I recently joined Twitter because people peer pressured me into it. But anyway, I asked the people who followed me to give me a word that I had to put in a song, and one word was Greg, and the other was taco cock. I think that one was yours, and the third one was I don't even know how to say it. It was
exsanguinate.
Yeah, I think I said it right in the song though, but it's really difficult to say.
Right, yeah, you said it right. It means like bleed out,
Yeah, like to die from bleeding and.
Right. All right, cool. Here, talk about your homemade movies, man. Mecha Dracula. Avidly, I was actually the one to ask you to put it on YouTube because I thought it was so great.
Well, I was making these home movies because I got a video camera and I didn't know what to do with it, and I was tired of just filming regular home movies like the anniversary of grandmother and grandfather and such, and nephew and niece being douchebags in the yard and such. So in the end, I wrote these little stupid stories that I filmatized. And most of them are
awesome,
done
man.
in. Actually, there's a trilogy that you haven't seen that I'm planning on uploading called The Twin.
Uh-huh.
It's about a guy who has an evil twin who's coming after him, and it's a total Friday the 13th ripoff. But what I found out is when you do
Dude.
these no budget movies, you shouldn't use real knives.
Right. Why?
I got pulled
You,
over on my stupid Vespa on the way to the woods with a knife, and and they asked, "What are you doing with this knife?" Well, I'm gonna shoot a movie.
oh wow. Yeah, you hadn't told me that. You didn't even tell me about those movies, man. Those sound great. I can't wait to see those.
I'm gonna premiere them,
Uh,
I think, one by one.
oh, is that what the sci-fi one is? It's coming up. Is that? I was
No,
supposed to
no,
ask you
no.
about too.
That's a detective sci-fi movie.
Oh, okay. So you've got a trilogy and the sci-fi movie coming out. That's awesome. I
Sci-film
can't wait.
noir.
That is awesome, dude. Uh, can you tell us in your words, like how you kind of implement like the whole punk rock thing into your projects, like your whole?
Well, I think in general punk rock would be better off just dying by now, because it has a uniform and it has a look and it has a certain way to do it. But the one thing that should survive is the DIY. Like, just do it, do whatever you feel like, and
Yes.
write something, write a song or a movie, or just get into it. Because if you don't, then you're never gonna do it.
Right. That's all.
That's the only part of punk rock I think is still valid in 2009, no, 20, when 20 now.
uh, let's see. We both, share a love for horror movies.
Yeah.
You tell what horror means to you? Like maybe some of your favorite films, or
Well, my favorite films, actually, they're my all-time favorites are the classics like Dracula and Frankenstein, The Wolfman.
right, Universal stuff. Cool.
Yeah, and also like really bad stuff from the 40s and on by Roger Corman and all that. I love that shit as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
But my least favorite one is actually, it's a very uncommon thing to have this as a least favorite, but Halloween.
Oh wow, really? The original Halloween?
Yeah, but I have a good reasoning. Uh,
Okay.
there was a grisly murder over here in just my backyard, actually, which was inspired by the girl dressed up in her boiler suit and a mask and killed her older brother.
Oh wow.
And I know more about it than I should actually tell you. But
Uh-oh.
the thing is, it gets to me every time I watch it, and I can't watch it, but I love it, but I can't watch it anymore.
Yeah, yeah, that makes total sense. Wow. What do you
Actually,
think about
John Carpenter talked about that murder once. He said
really?
it was never his intention that it should go that far.
Wow. That's cool. I never even knew that, man. Like I need to
Yeah,
look
it's
into.
a crazy story, and it's super sad. Everyone involved, I feel sorry for them. Like, even the murderer, because she was just a crazy teenager at the time and she threw her life away.
Wow. Yeah, that's tragic.
Yeah, very tragic.
What part of Denmark are you from? What can you tell us about?
I'm from the north of Sjælland, or in English you call it Sealand. It has nothing to do with New Zealand, but
Right.
it used to be. I'm from. Do you know Hamlet and shit like that? Like Shakespeare, he wrote about this area of Denmark in Hamlet.
Okay, that's the one where he's talking about something rotten in Denmark or whatever.
Yeah, he says that in Hamlet.
Okay, I can't remember which one that was from.
Yeah, I think it's
Uh,
from Hamlet anyway. That's the Danish one.
that's awesome. Okay, cool. 'Cause I'm not a big Shakespeare. I can't. The stories are all right. I just don't like the old English. I don't know how it'd be written in Danish or whatever. But here it's written in like old, like King's
Yeah,
English.
you need to be a scientist to figure it out or something.
It just sucks. I can't read. I don't even. It just turns me off.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when I read it, I mostly read everything I read. I try to get the original language.
Right.
So ever since I discovered that I could read Lord of the Flies in English as a child, then I thought, Why do I have this other asshole translating it for me? I just want
Right.
the original thoughts.
Dude, I forgot all about that. You told me about that. I asked you
Yeah,
how I just got started doing it, teach like learning English and stuff. Are you self-taught? Did you teach yourself English? Or?
yeah, kind of, because I never was like a super nerd, like trying to be really cool with my nerdy shit or something, like trying to trying to impress the teacher or something. That was never really me, but I just sat quietly and took it all in.
Oh, that's right. You said they taught it in school. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then the teacher told me, well, shit, you know everything I tell you, so try reading this shit. And she thought I was never gonna do it.
Uh, Also, I don't really want to talk about this too much, but you sent a mystery box. Also, I know some tapes and stuff in it, some pictures you drew. So I'm really excited about doing that. I was just kind of letting the crowd know. I'm gonna film that here in just a minute. Well, I guess we'll play release it after the interview.
Yeah,
So that'll be fine. Like I was telling you earlier, it's cool to see just like the Danish stamps on it, and I mean, I don't think I've ever got a international package before, so
oh,
that's
never.
cool. I don't think so, not that I can recall. I
That's
mean, I've got
cool.
like stuff from Amazon, you know what I mean, like a
Oh yeah,
T-shirt.
yeah. I send a lot of mail. Actually, that's a lot of what my label does, is send shit to different countries. The furthest away I've been is South Africa.
Wow,
The,
that's cool.
there's people who like my shit in South Africa. That's so weird to me. Like, how do you find
Right.
this? Well, I guess the internet is.
It's awesome, man. That's 7% of my audience is in Russia.
Yeah, that's
I don't,
weird.
I
Like,
don't know why or how, but
I guess they love horror
that's
movies in
crazy.
Russia.
I guess that's it, man. I've been trying to figure that out. I was like, why do Russians like? I mean, I guess they got the subtitles or whatever, so they can know what I'm saying. I thought that was super cool.
Did you ever look up the Angry Video Game Nerd plus?
Yeah, I watched.
Yeah, like every video he does, there's a Russian subtitle one uploaded by someone I don't know who is.
That's cool. Yeah, I watched that, and I watched Cinemassacre too. So
Cinemassacre has a lot of good no budget films also.
right, yeah, that's cool, man. The internet definitely like none of the stuff either one of us do would be possible without it. We've
No,
never had
never.
it. So, like uh, that's be something else. Oh yeah, tell us about your the name of your label. You told me the story, but I actually
Oh,
forgot. So I'm like,
actually, it's called Stilletid. It means silent time.
that's
And I found it on a small laminated command to a child that he had thrown away. I showed it to a guy I know who works at a kindergarten, and he says it looks like something they use in kindergartens for kids with autism. Because I guess they have to have it in that way. When I wear this, I'm quiet. Like, I don't know. But then the kid obviously just took it off his shirt and threw it away. And then I found it with the
that's
logo and everything. I thought, fuck yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Anti-teacher shit. Like,
right. It's got to come in. That's a cool name. It's a catchy. I mean, I've always thought that was a cool name for your label.
yeah,
Uh,
I'm working on something that I might do, but I don't know if I'm doing it yet, with a label called Tribe Tapes over in North Carolina, where
oh
we
wow.
where we combine it and release it each place, and then we're gonna call it Still Tribe.
Oh, that's cool, man. So like a split kind of or something.
Yeah, a split, but with two labels too. Like,
Okay, that's cool, man. You tell folks how to get up with you, like your social media information and your where
oh
to find
fuck,
out.
what am I called on Twitter? I think I'm called backwards Buster Ditlev.
Right, that's
Uh,
right.
yeah, okay, you know it better than I do. And on Instagram, I'm called Ditlev_Buster. And on the YouTubes, I'm called Forlaget Stilletid, which I guess I have to change soon because it's hard to say.
Yeah, it looks like Forlaget or Forlaget or something here. It looks
Yeah,
different.
yeah, it's a really stupid thing that I chose that because I forgot the internet is international.
Right. We'll put that in like the description or something.
Yeah,
So
let's
people.
do that. That's easier.
Yeah, I just wanted to hear you go to say it out loud too.
Yeah,
You got any?
it's a funny word.
I like it, man. I like it. Stilletid, especially. That's a really like it's a catchy sound. I like the
Yeah,
the
like
ring
still
to it.
leven.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like a Dutch still life. She had
Oh,
buttocks like unbruised pears in a Dutch still life.
you're a maniac, man. You got any shout outs or anything you'd like to
Yeah,
say to people?
well, Frank from I'll see if I can minimize you right now so I can see everything. Frank from, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna open Twitter and then I'm gonna find these people. Find these people and kill them. Well, not. Okay. Well, there's Frank from Mutant Fam, and then there's a lady called Hurricane who does these spooky speeches on YouTube. Video Creep is really cool. And your friend Cook.
Yeah, Cook loves you, man.
What's his YouTube called? Cooks
Cooks with a Z24.
with a C24, and there's Bunula TV, of course.
Definitely Bunula. None of this, me and you being friends, wouldn't even be possible without him.
No. Survivor's Guild, Super Reviews.
Right.
And is there any more? Yeah, Channel 81 with Eric.
Yeah.
He's have you heard his narrations? He's like narrates like a motherfucker.
Yeah, of course I heard the sample you had him do for that project we're working on. And then I've heard one of his videos when I first started. We follow each other too. We speak like we spoke in passing. I mean, we're not like friends like you guys are, but I mean we're aware of who each other is.
Yeah, but he has the great voice for doing that shit. Like that's what I like about it. And last but not least, Mondo Creepy TV, Lilith von Bloodworth, because she is like a modern horror host. You don't get to see that many of those people anymore unless you have it taped.
Right, for sure.
Do you follow her?
I'm not even familiar. You have to send me the.
She hosted Night of the Living Dead a while ago with like intermissions where she spoke about the movie and such on YouTube, like it was television.
Oh wow, no, I don't even know. I'm not even familiar, but you got to give me that info so I can take it out.
I'm gonna send you that. That would be cool.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. All right. Since you shouted out our mutuals, I gotta say what's up to Ringo at Entangled Entertainment.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's a good dude. Damon from the Slasher app.
Yeah.
And Gavin.
Look at that.
Whoop. Yeah, Slasher's really cool. If everybody needs to check that out too. And Gavin from KindleReviews.com. I'll be doing like occasional gift spot film reviews on that side. I actually got a Lucio Fulci introspective and a review of City of the Living Dead.
You sent me that, didn't you?
Yeah. I believe I sent you both of them actually.
Yeah, they were really cool. I'm looking forward to when it's published and everything.
Right, that's my first written thing.
Yeah, like Bobo Rodriguez.
I
don't know, I just felt like saying Bobo Rodriguez. It's a fun name.
Oh, okay. I didn't know my computer cut out for a second. All right, well, I guess we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah,
we'll have you back on again sometime.
We've been talking for half an hour almost, so that's perfect.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I talk to you every day anyway, so this is just kind of a formal thing.
That's the formal thing.
Learn who you were.
But I'll edit it for you. Oh fuck! What?
I'm just gonna sign off real quick. It's all good. We'll keep this in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you not hear me?
You make the signing off thing then.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, this has been my friend Ditlev, all the way from Denmark, from Stilletid Records. Check him out on YouTube and all his social media. This is Kenny from Channel Living Dead, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you later, Gators.